Hey guys, so
where have I been? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a very long while. I have been dealing with don't want to get into it too much, but I've been dealing with a form of a sickness, and that has like just knocked me out off my game. And as you guys know, I'm a mother of 2 toddlers, so really finding the time to like do the content and run the business, not always easy, but it's not necessarily impossible. It's time management, right? So the last few days, I've really just been resting and planning and speaking to mentors and speaking to people that are in my corner, and yeah, that's basically what I've been doing for the last few days. So I'm just thankful that I even have the opportunity to do that, because a lot of people, you know, we're out here and they don't have the resources to propel them in the direction that they're trying to go, or maybe they're not even aware of the resources available to them and where to find them. So I'm happy that even though, you know, I was kind of out for a little while, I still had the opportunity to meet with a mentor of mine and get that time to rest. And it's funny because like when I reflect on the situation, I feel like when I look back on the times that I was sick, it's because I have been working too hard and I have just been pushing my body and not necessarily honoring a structured routine. So that's gotta change. That's gonna change. But I don't know about you guys. Like when it comes to me, I hate going to bed early. I used to be the type where I was like, okay, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I'm good. Lights out, time to sleep. But after having kids and running a business, you need to make that time, right? So my routine is that I put the kids, I come home, give them dinner. We changed up the routine recently. I put on the TV but picture off and it's just music playing. And during that time, me and the kids were playing. We are running around, we're playing with toys. We're just really connecting. And I feel like that's so important because we can get lost in our days and our routines, that everything just goes on autopilot, you know? And I don't feel like that's the best use of my time with my children and use of my experience with my children of me. So I changed that up, come home, take off the TV, put on the TV, black screen, and just have some music playing in the background, and I'm engaging with the children. Then afterwards, give them dinner, get them ready for bed, put them to sleep. And it takes a while. Sometimes I can get them to sleep in a half hour, 15 minutes. Other days it's like an hour. And then at that point, I'm just like, let's go. So that's basically what it's been. So yeah, so basically once they finally go down, I'm up until about 4 o'clock. Okay. Cap, not 4 o'clock. Sorry, my mind went somewhere else. I'm usually awake up until about 1:30, 2 o'clock, maybe 3 o'clock some days. And that's because my mind is just going like ideas and what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna do things. So yeah, that's been my routine for the last little bit. So being sick for the last few days has really given me the opportunity to really like come down and work at a pace that is healthier, I guess, because my body is like, you're gonna calm down and you're going to listen to me, which I should be more intentional. That's one of my keywords, but you know, work in progress. More intentional with the time that I am allocating to doing certain things. But that's one thing that I feel like a lot of small business owners, and if you're one, then you understand, a lot of small business owners, we can get to a point where we look at everything that needs to get done and we're just like, analysis by paralysis or paralysis by analysis. Sometimes it happens like that. For me, I've gotten to the point where, and I'm so thankful that I'm cognizant of this because I could be wasting so much time, but I've gotten to the point where I now focus on one thing at a time. No matter how minute it might seem, it needs to get done. I'm gonna focus on one thing at a time, because realistically, what I was doing before was I would work on this thing here and work on this thing, and then as soon as something popped into my mind, like, oh, I was supposed to do that a few days ago, I would write it down, but I'd get distracted and start doing that too. And basically it was like a dog running after its own tail. Like, you're not going anywhere, you're moving, but you're not making an impact. So I had to really reflect on that piece and make the necessary adjustments as well. But you know, sometimes we can get to a point where we just want to achieve the goals we set out for ourselves so badly that we find ourselves in a position where we're not putting our best foot forward, and you're doing yourself a disservice and you're doing the people you're serving a disservice as well. So again, thankful that I'm cognizant of that, because a lot of people unfortunately aren't until they get to a point where it's like, oh shoot, a year has gone by and I haven't accomplished anything. So yeah, so that's what I've been reflecting on in my time of rest and connecting with my children. And yeah, so that's basically where I've been. As far as my business goes, I have to say, and I feel like this is something that goes unsaid, but because we're fostering authenticity and we're fostering relationship on this channel, I want to tell you guys, like, over this time I've had, over the last 3 months now, over the last 3 months since we started this channel, I have grown so much, and there has been a lot of changes and a lot of reassessing. And if there's one thing I'm gonna say that I've learned about starting a small business, is that you go into it thinking that you're gonna have this great impact and you're gonna change the world, and you don't realize how much you yourself changes in the process, and how your character develops, and how the way you carry yourself and your mentality and all of these things, aspects about yourself changes, which makes sense because you're walking into a being, into a person that you weren't before. But at the same time, it's like when you reflect on, oh my gosh, you know, I thought I was gonna impact the world. I thought I was gonna do this and do that, and granted, you will in your own timing, but like, you look back on who you used to be and who you're becoming and who you are presently, and it's a beautiful awakening. It's a beautiful realization. And that's something that I've grown and taken from and acknowledged during this process of creating this small business. And yeah, so I say all of that to say, like, I started the business doing self-care kits. Well, at first I started off with individual products, and then I changed it to self-care kits, which made more sense to what I was trying to do, and it kind of just evolved in that way, and it spoke true to the brand, and it spoke true to the objective that I have, and that remains. The self-care wellness kits, that remains. But there is going to be a shift in what I will be putting out shortly. And I have to say, you know, as I change, as I grow, as I develop, my business is going to change, grow as a result. So I'm very excited about this little big adjustment that is coming into play shortly, because I know it is going to be awesome, and I know you guys are gonna love it. I mean, I love it. I mean, doesn't mean you're gonna love it because I love it, but I just think it's super great. So I'm so ready to share it with you guys. Unfortunately, the change itself is not exactly ready, but when it is, I will make sure to let you guys know as soon as possible. But yeah, I just wanted to be authentic with you guys in that way, and just let you guys know what's up. You know, sometimes we try to get in a situation where it's like, you know what, this is what I presented myself to be, this is who people acknowledge me to be, and therefore this is who I am. But as much as, you know, we as people change, brands and companies change all the time, and more times than not, the hope is always to be for the better. And I know in this situation that it will be. So please stay tuned for what's to come on that note. But oh my gosh, I can't even speak. Anyways, so going back to it. So another change that has taken place that I actually can tell you guys about is that I have started a partnership with Arrow Markets. They are a company that basically houses local small businesses in their stores as like permanent, semi-permanent vendors. So it's kind of like a year-round, day-to-day market that you can go to and experience different vendors, unique items, exclusive items to your city, to that market, to that store. And I feel like it's such a great opportunity to be a part of, because essentially you're joining a family of like-minded individuals that are providing people with great products made with love, care, attention to detail, made with cleanliness, made with so much heart. And it's so good to be a part of a community like that. And also it gives you another appreciation for the exclusivity of getting a locally made and produced products. So you can check me out at Arrow Markets. You can go to I believe it's arrowmarkets.ca on Instagram for more information. And they're located on College Street. I'm trying to remember the address. It's 846 College Street, Toronto. So that's just west of Yonge, if you're trying to like map it out. But it's a great area. Throughout the summer or in the next coming months, I will be doing some markets in front of the store itself, just to, you know, engage with the local community. I believe it's Little Italy. Engage with the local community, so you know, just stay tuned and pop by. I would love to see you guys. I would love to have a conversation with you guys and connect. So yeah, that's where I am. And that's where you can find me. You can find my self-care kits, and I actually have exclusive promotions for in-store. For right now, we have buy one, get one free, and that includes everything from 2022's fall line. So that is your vanilla bourbon candle, that is your lavender sage candle, that is your autumn rose candle. Some body butters are in there too, and some body scrubs. So, I mean, it's a deal. Buy one, get one free. Why not? It's a no-brainer. But yeah, so you can check me out at Arrow Market, and we can But like realistically, it just brings me back to like when we were children, when we're in school, you know, and you're in school and you're learning how to formulate proper sentences and proper English. And it's funny, it reminds me of a conversation I had with my niece, I believe it was last night. She called and I asked her, you know, how's school going, how's everything going? And she's like, oh, it's good. And then she starts telling me a story and she's like, and then we went, and I was just like, this just reminded me so much of my elementary because that's what I used to do. And we went to the store, and then he picked this up, and then we ate this food, and so it's just like, excuse me if I'm saying the whole cutting out the ums and replacing with silence, I don't got that down packed. But realistically, there we go again. Realistically, I just want to be as authentic and organic as I can with you guys. I want to give you guys the realest forms of me. It's easy to fall into, you know, this mold and model of what you should sound like or what you should look like. But you know, just rock with me, you know, just rock with me. Let's rock this thing out in authenticity and just take it where it needs to go. But anyways, so that is my short, long spiel today about where I've been and what I've been up to. I do have some more updates for you guys in the coming weeks or days. We'll see. But thank you so much for visiting me today on Authentic Self with Calders. Keep an eye out for my vendor market events at Aero Market. And if you're interested in trying my product and you're in the city of Toronto, you can go to Aero Market at 846 College Street West. If that's incorrect, I'll note it somewhere in this video. And yeah, you can check me out there, or you can find me at my online store at www.caldersinc.com. Anyways, it was nice powwowing, talking with you guys, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Toodles.